I was getting spammed with a lot of questions on how to get lots of money other than zealot grinding. Right, so I have a bunch of ways which I've been using to get millions of coins very easily without going insane killing zealots. One of them is you'll have to have 2.5 mil. Go over to the auction guy, go spooky. You're gonna want to get a full spooky set, alright? It really depends how far away the last spooky event was, depending on the prices and how many there are. But you can pick up a full set for around 1 to 2 million, which if you're paying any more than that for a set, it's not worth it. But if you're paying that much, you're good. Then you're gonna want to come over to here, go end in soon, bin, sorry, lowest price. Don't buy these 24 ones. It's not a good idea. What you wanna buy, actually, oh, that's actually a really good deal right here. 1.8 mil for 24. It's less than 100k for each. 1.5 for 24. Like any of these are actually worth it. So that's something you'll want to buy. And once you have a full spooky set and 24 spooky shards, you're gonna want to craft bat person. Right, just regular straight up bat person, and then you're gonna want to go back to the auction house. Go back. You could also buy the bat person armor, but it goes for like 5 to 6 mil. It's really not worth it. Right, lowest price. You can pick up a bat for literally 200k. Right, get this thing to level 50 or 40. 40 to 50 in that range is tolerable. And then that'll give you 10% candy chance. This will give you a combined, I believe, because it's 5 per piece, and then it's triple during the spooky event, which means it's 15 per piece, and there's 4 pieces, so it's like 70-ish extra candy, plus with your bat pet. And one of the first or second talismans you should go for is a candy ring or artifact. Oh yeah, by the way, right now the stats actually stack, so that's cool. That'll probably get fixed soon though. But once you have all of this, you can actually get 2 to 3,000 score in the spooky event, which is really nice. Because if you get, say, 2,500, you'll get a million coins, vamp mask, and a skeleton horse. Sell the skeleton horse, it'll go for 2 mil. Vamp mask, 1 mil. You already got your 1 mil just from that. Vamp 6 book, another mil. That's like 5 mil. So you've already made your money back on your initial investment. And then the candy, you can sell for about, usually you can sell it for around 2 to 3 million. So you just made 9-10 million coins in an hour. And you can do that every 5 days whenever the spooky event is. Just like every 5 days, you can get another free 5 to 6 million coins by coming over to the bazaar. Go in here, go into coal. Coal block, buy 8. 1.6-ish million. The price is really going to depend on when you're playing, but right now it's pretty cheap. So you might want to do that now. Get that. Super enchanted egg. Not this, or really depends here. Don't buy a super enchanted. Don't craft pets unless you have a black cat and you have like 80 pet luck. Don't craft pets. It's not a good idea. Go to the auction house. Go wither. Go down. Lowest price on bin. 500 to 400,000 coins is how much you're gonna be able to pick one of these up for. Once you have your 8 enchanted coal blocks. I've already showed this off in another video, but this is just for money making methods. I'm gonna come over to here, go over to cat, and you're gonna want to put your wither skeleton here. It'll cost about 200k plus the coal blocks and the pet, and you have to be taming 20. But if you're at this stage in the game, you're most likely taming 20, or if you're taming 19, just go forging. Right? And this is also autopilot about 5 mil, just like you're getting 10 mil or 8 mil from the spooky event, which is nearly 14 million every 5 days if you keep this up. And then there's more events. Season of Jerry, actually a worthwhile event. If you don't open your gifts, you can sell them. 600,000 to 700,000 coins, depending on snow minion prices, essentially. Right? They're actually very worth it. Now you're up to nearly 14 million coins every week, which is what I've been doing. And I've been saving for Superior. Right? Because if you're doing this, you can get Superior in like 4 or 5 weeks. Not 4, in like 4 weeks. Without having to do much at all. You just have to have like base 3 mil, which you should probably have at this point of how long Skyblock's been around for. And there's still a few more. Bazaar flipping, yeah, everyone knows what it is, and it's really not good. But over here, right? Summoning Eyes. Buy Summoning Eyes for about 630k right now. If you buy it, and then you go over, you make a buy order, make a sell, not buy order, sorry, make a sell order for the Summoning Eye of 640k, and you can make 10,000 of Summoning Eye by doing literally nothing, right? And right now, because of the Reforge update, it added magic damage, right? So if you come over here, not here, sorry, to the builder, right now, because of the magic damage, the Frozen Scythe, right, and Ice prices have skyrocketed. So you're going to want to buy packed ice. And lots of it. Like all the packed ice you can get your hands on. Because this stuff, you see, I just bought it for about 8,000 coins. So now I'm going to come over here and I can sell it for 50,000 coins. Right? This is really good right now. Bazaar flipping is at like an all-time high right now. Because you can get upwards of 200,000 coins every 24 hours from Bazaar flipping. Which means every 5 days you're making 16 mil if you're doing this all correctly. Right? And then there's still more that I do personally. You see, you know forging, right? This, it may not seem worth it, but it is. If you forge, right? Forging on the Spruce Islands with your tree cap, which at this point in the game you should have. Which you can buy for about 2 mil. Not very expensive. If you do it on the Spruce Island, you're making 100, 200k an hour. Even though, yes, it's just as grindy as Summoning Eyes, the thing is you'll be able to craft a wolf pet. So let's say ending soon, auctions, a mill, right? This is probably gonna sell, right? You're getting 1.5 mil-ish for a wolf pet. Legendary. But you're like, but I'm not gonna get a legendary. It's fine, because over at Cat, if you have Tame in 20 and about 200k, you can upgrade your Epic Wolf pet, which in total value an Epic Wolf would cost you 500k to make. And the 200,000, it's about 500k more in Cat. You're making 500,000 coins. That's if you want to sacrifice the Wither Skeleton. Or just sell your wood, because the wood's an autopilot 200k and it's really good for 2 things. Money. It's like half as good as Summoning Eyes if you're unlucky, like most people. And right, it's half as good as Summoning Eyes. It doesn't feel as grindy, or at least to me. And it makes you do a surprising amount of damage, right? I have, because I'm in Bat Person. So, Bat Person doesn't give you strength or anything. But I have base 113 strength, and I'm not even holding the sword. So, and that's just because I'm forging 25. And right now, forging, it's giving you a 20% boost on forging XP. Plus the 20% all XP boost. So you're getting 40% extra forging XP right now. Which is really good. It's very worth it right now, because that's a surprising amount of money and you're getting damage. Right? And then, of course, Summoning Eyes, even though the whole point is to not do Summoning Eyes. There's a couple of ways that make Summoning Eyes, in my opinion, a lot less grindy. which made me actually get into Vamp Mass. The Vampire Mass, which is about 1,000,000 coins. So say you've done your spooky event 3 times, right? 34 times. You've gotten your Vamp Mass. You've sold it every time, and this is after about 3 weeks of selling it. If you can manage to get that kind of placement and get a Vamp Mass, your first one, sell it. Your second one, sell it. Your third one, I'd suggest you keep it because it hits a zealot right before you hit it with your sword, killing it, right? So that gives you an extra 10% chance to get a Summoning Eye, which cuts it to about 380. And if you have Young Armor, which at this point in the game you should have, and Farming 20, which you also should have, and Farmer Boots, which I don't have right now. I don't have Young right now because I bought that person. I could buy Young, but I'm not really into eye grinding right now. You'll be running at around 400% speed, and you'll every 380 zealots, which you're gonna be the guy that pisses you off, because when you zealot grind and then there's that guy at 400% speed who just outruns everybody and steals all the zealots. You're gonna be that guy, getting 1-2 million coins an hour from that specifically. And another thing that is surprisingly good for money is tarantula slayers. Okay. Specifically tier 2 and tier 3 bosses. If we go over to Maddox, right? If you go to, say, Tarantula, I haven't done much Slayers because this profile is pretty new. If you do 2 or 3, which isn't very hard, and say number 3 you get, let's go back here, not leveling rewards, boss drops, toxic hero poison, tier 3, 24 to 30, alright? Let's just say, so 1 in 5 times, alright? Let's say it's 1 in 3 times because you have magic find, right? 1 in 3 times, you get 32 toxic hero poison. That's 70,000 coins. Which, if you're not doing tier 4s, you're making your money back. Same with tier 3s. Or tier 2, sorry. Which it's actually worth doing, and this brings me to the last money making method that's pretty easy, is buying, and you should really grind Slayers. There's a lot of talismans, and especially Spider, because it gives you a free rare talisman and like 2 or 3 talisman crafts when you hit level 7, right? So if you have Tarantula armor, which you can pick up for like anywhere from 2 to 4 mil on the auction house, and you grind with your Tarantula armor on, you can get it to nearly 30,000-40,000 kills on each piece, and then that can go upwards of 6-7 mil for the set on the auction house. Or you can keep it and do dragons, which you're like, what? Dragons are bad. So say you've been doing this for 5 days, and if you do this all correctly, you'll have around 20 mil. And at 20 mil, I'd suggest spending maybe 5 million coins if you have the Unreal Renons maxed, maybe Dragon Hunter 1 or 2, which is what you should have. I don't have it because I don't do dragons. This sword, strong armor at least, tarantula armor at least, wise armor, wise crystal armor, maybe not wise, but at least crystal armor, right? You'll be able to do dragons without an issue. And if you're placed in 2 or 4, you're like, wait, this is a terrible idea. It's actually good money right now because of the new Reforge update, right? The Reforge stone, so dragon scale, right? Let's go over here to miscellaneous. Dragon horn. This drops from superior. Yeah, you're never gonna get a superior if you're unlucky, but let's ignore the dragon horn, alright? Dragon claw. This, because it has 8 hours, has no bids, but this dragon claw goes upwards of 1 to 2 mil. Dragon scale, right? Yeah, 1.5 mil, 1 mil. Dragon scale, 1 million. All of this, it's I believe it's, if you have Magic Find, it's it's more likely than an AOTD. And that means you still have the same likelihood to get the AOTD and to get that, which means you're probably getting your money back. And before you go, I don't want my money back, I want to make money. As long as you're even just losing 100,000 coins a dragon, which is most likely what's going to happen, or more. As long as it's no more than 300k you're losing a dragon, if you get a superior, you're in profit for a whole greater pack back of eyes. If you're at least getting one of the new Reforged Stones, AOTDs, or like, you know, Young Dragons, Strong Dragons, Soups, or at the moment Wise, because Wise is really good right now. The prices have skyrocketed like 3 times. Alright, so if you're getting any of those dragons, or even unstable, and you're getting okay pieces, you should be fine. So, that's a really easy way to almost autopilot. Lots of money, 15, 16 million coins if you do it right, every single 5 days, for 5 days of playing Skyblock. That's all, so bye.